podcast you're about to listen to will be discussing and spoiling movies throughout the duration of the show. It is also riddled with bad language, so if that's not your thing, well, we tried to warn you.
A goddamn bitch! Pardon my French. Shit!
It senses seismic vibration. It can hear every move we make, especially on this rock. It's a perfect conductor.
That means we're stuck. That pisses me off.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Monster Madness, a podcast dedicated to all sorts of creature features. My name is Erika Gwynn, and I am your friendly neighborhood episode introer. I liked how that rolled off the tongue. Joined with me on this episode are two titans of industry. We have Daniel Gwynn.
Hey, how's it going?
And Matt Stein.
I'm so confused. I'm not a Titan. Like 7 people know who I am.
You know,
Revenge of the Titans?
Clash of the Titans.
That's what it is. Shit. What was I thinking?
There's a bunch of Titan movies. There's Wrath of the Titans, so you're close. So, as per usual, before we get into the episode, some plugs. You can find Monster Madness on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, as well as the other obscure social media platforms that we have. There are a few ways you can support our show. For the cost of nothing except a few minutes of your time, you can head on over to Apple Podcasts and give the show a rating and review. That helps others find the show, and it is greatly appreciated. You can also buy merch at tpublic.com, become a Patreon, or join our community on Himalaya Plus. So without further ado, tonight on Monster Madness, we will be discussing the 1990 film Tremors. All right, let the madness begin.
Well, what if we throw one that way, where we want to go? Then when it explodes, if it drives them away, we run like goddamn bastards. Pardon my French.
So, this movie, before we get super into it, because it is Dan's movie this week, it has some fun taglines. Are you guys ready for them?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
There's only 3, so it's not like a huge list like the last few movies.
Hit me.
Okay.
Ow!
You said hit me.
Later.
Okay. The first one. The monster movie that breaks new ground. Dun, dun, dun. Not horrible. Not horrible.
Not good.
It's not good, but it's not horrible. Second one. They say there's nothing new under the sun, but under the ground, ...
Ooh.
Not horrible. And then finally, the ultimate underground movie. It will leave you legless. That was the worst one.
They weren't even underground.
Yes, they were. What are you
Spoiler.
talking about? What do you mean they weren't underground?
No, I mean like the monsters were, but the movie didn't place underground. Spoiler alert.
No. I really hope they watched it.
This movie is 30 years old. If you did not see it.
This was my first viewing, so...
Same.
Which blows my mind that neither of you have seen this movie before.
It just...
Yeah, I mean, and it is a Kevin Bacon movie.
Okay, I'll get into my dislike of Kevin Bacon throughout
What?
this whole episode.
He's a local?
Did you... So...
Oh, no.
Okay, so as of recording this I saw this like earlier in the week, but when this comes out, it'll be a little different. But did you not hear about the 25-year-old from Kansas that met someone on Grindr, and then they found his body hung, and the guy was eating him in Michigan?
Yeah,
Wait,
and his
what?
name was Kevin Bacon.
Yes!
Yeah, it's like this whole crazy thing. This guy on this app Grindr was cannibalized by this psychopath.
Are you going to cover that one on your other podcast?
I might. It's a
crazy
huge news story right now, so every true crime podcast is going to touch on it.
Right.
But yeah, the guy's name was Kevin Bacon, which...
The eater or the guy that was
The
eaten?
guy who was eaten.
Yeah.
So
he didn't eat the
who's
whole guy, but he took a couple bites from what I gathered. I didn't read the whole thing.
Who's the cannibal guy?
I don't
Who's
know.
The bad guy.
He looks insane.
Jeez.
He looks like a psychopath, too.
Yeah.
So me and you met like almost a decade ago, before all this like Tinder.
No, it was there, but at the time it was like
you had to
kinda-
do it on a computer.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But no, it's so popular now. That's how people meet. But like way back when, like you had to do it like on a computer. But like me and you met. So
it
it's
was
like
love at first sight.
So whatever. So
The sparkle that she had in her eye.
Okay.
The quick of the flash.
What I'm trying to get at is like I've never used any of these apps. I met him and I didn't have to, I guess. So like I know like the whole you have to swipe left thing. I've played on my friends because they're just like, oh, I can't find anyone cute. I was like, let me look at your phone, and I'm like trying to figure it out, and I swiped the wrong way. I don't know.
Have high standards.
Well, let's not get into like this is not a podcast to literally deconstruct my friends, but
it is not. They
like I know that you see like a picture of the person, it gives you like a brief bio of who they are. They have like if I saw this dude
next,
not even because he looked crazy, he had like crazy eye.
They never said that he was using his real pictures.
That's true. He could have gotten catfished. I forgot about that whole concept.
Catfish.
Because at first I thought the same thing, and I'm like, well, very easily just use someone else's pictures.
Well, now we know how Matt's gonna get his next victim.
With honesty and love.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I got them like a fish.
I think I just found the soundbite. That's magical. Anyway, but let's move on from R.I.P. to that Kevin Bacon. It's a tragedy.
Yeah.
But the actual Kevin Bacon in this movie was not cannibalized. He's an actor who's from like where we live, and I don't like him. So without that,
why don't you like him?
He always plays a creep. Let's just get it out of the way. Let's just
some-
get it out of the way. He
No,
always,
doesn't.
Daniel, he's played in 3 movies where he's a fucking child molester, and I've seen all of them. It's tainted.
What about the one where he's the cyclist guy?
He was in the first Friday the 13th, too.
Yeah, okay.
He wasn't a rape artist there.
Let me just say, this is like one of the only movies that I actually liked him in. He was in this movie where he played a mentally challenged kid to a guy who like had a best friend that was like a girl. I think it was called something to China. Matt, look it up.
Digging to China.
Digging to China. I remember I liked him in that movie, but then he played in this movie that was really popular. Well, it wasn't a popular movie, but it got a lot of buzz in my neighborhood because they filmed in a park that I went to my entire childhood in Wissinnowing Park in Northeast Philadelphia called The Woodsman, where he plays a pedophile who is being like, it's like recidivism back into the, like neighborhood. He's out, he's free, he's like on probation and stuff, and it's literally just him trying to not attack children. I'm like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
Then he played a prison guard that raped kids in like a juvenile detention center. That was a fucked up movie.
I haven't seen any of these.
Yeah, me neither.
You're just making my view of Kevin Bacon.
Well, no, what I'm saying is these are the movies that I saw before. Like
he's done a lot of like fun movies.
I've
too.
never seen Footloose, so I can't say that.
He was in Queen Latifah's 2005 American comedy film Beauty Shop.
Never saw that.
Me neither. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I'm sure he's a lovely person, and clearly to play such roles,
He's been the Steam.
Great. So have I, like 1 billion times. That's not an
he missed him, though,
accomplishment.
one day by like an hour.
Steam is a local bar in where his parents live. And it's a really good bar. But
we went out to dinner the one time, and then like 2 hours later, he was there. I was like, "Damn, we should have stayed longer."
Daniel, okay, let's just back up here. If you were in a restaurant, I doubt you would even notice Kevin Bacon and his wife sitting at a table.
He has like a defined face. Like you'd be like, "That's Kevin Bacon. He's right over there."
Melted?
I feel like I'd probably see him and just go, "It's Bacon!"
He doesn't have many doppelgangers,
You don't know that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm being a little too harsh, but all the movies I've seen him in, he's played like the bad guy. So I'm just like, you're a creep. But this movie I enjoyed with him in it.
Well, that's good.
So, Matt, tell me the budget.
Are we guessing? Do we have to guess this
No,
time?
he's going to just tell us.
Oh, okay.
The budget is Matt's job.
You can guess if you'd like.
Well, I already have it in front of me.
I would think it's probably low.
You can guess if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
Because if Kevin Bacon can't
5
dance,
million?
then I can't dance.
I'm gonna go with 5 big million.
5 million, you think is the budget?
Yeah.
No, it's 11 million.
Wah, wah, wah.
And surprisingly, box office is only $16,667,084.
Barely.
Yeah, it made some, which is odd. Which I think it's weird. I thought it would have done better because they made 87 sequels.
Yeah, they not actually 87, but there is a lot of sequels.
Tremors 87.
There's like 9 of them now.
Are they doing a reboot of this?
They were supposed to, and then they never did.
Gotcha. Is this the only one that Kevin Bacon's in?
Yeah, it changes after this. So there's only 7. And the 7th one was announced but not released. 3 video games.
Val, new hat?
Video games?
Yep. Dirt Dragons in 2004. Tremors with a Z in 2010. And then Universal Movie Tycoon in 2012.
Tremors with a Z could have been like Tremors, Zombie Tremors.
I mean,
That's what they should have went with it.
that's not a horrible idea.
Oh, no. Newgrounds released Tremors, Tremerz, an online 8-bit video game adaptation of the original Tremors movie. Newgrounds was like one of those Flash Media game websites.
Gotcha.
We used to go on it in high school computer class all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was the only thing you could do when you were done with your typing assignments.
That's how old you are? You did a typing class?
I was just going to say, this is how old I am.
You didn't have typing class?
No, I had I had tech comm, where I learned how to do PowerPoints.
I mean, they called typing class, but it was still on the computer.
Yeah. So in grade school, we had like a typing class, and you would have to put a cardboard thing over your keyboard so you could learn to type without looking at the keys.
Yeah, we had one of those rubber ones that like just covers the whole
My
thing.
name's Matt Stein, and back in the old days in Wisconsin, I used to put cardboard over my keyboard so I could learn how to type it.
I will fucking kill you.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sometimes we had to change the cardboard because they would get so sloppy because of my hands sweating.
I cannot stand you right now.
Professor Jones, can I get another piece of cardboard?
Professor Jones? What the fuck are you talking about?
My hands are getting a little sweaty.
And then he's just like, no, A.
This cardboard's getting a little bit soggy. Hey man, anybody got any cheese curds?
Oops, sorry. Last piece.
At least our football fans.
Whoa.
At least our football fans don't rip city lights down.
I'm not gonna let you say it.
I was talking about. I wasn't even gonna bring up the fact.
All right, that's it for the night.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Monster Madness.
Tremors. With a Z. Yeah, there was a TV show too for a while.
So should I go?
I know. I made the accent so Canadian. I can't help it.
I feel like
Or North Dakota.
When we take you to Canada, you're just gonna like. I feel like you're
gonna fit in.
When are you taking me to Canada?
We're going.
Oh, you know I've been there, right?
Yeah, but
before you needed passports to go over the bridge.
I would like to go again.
We only had like lunch there, and we went and saw some house that president used to own. It was like a historical thing. I don't remember, but it was really pretty. I remember they had a really nice bay window. I went with my my mom, my grandmother, my brother, and my one aunt. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry. I just fell into a hole.
No, that's fine. John Heater's going to be in Tremors 7.
Wow.
Napoleon Dynamite.
There's a Tremors 7?
Well, it's not. It's announced.
Wow.
It is not.
Come on. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Okay, so Tremors 7 started filming November 13th, 2019.
Okay. So tell us about Tremors, Daniel.
Ugh.
It stars Kevin Bacon, as we have established, and Fred Ward.
Yep, Kevin Bacon as Val, and the other guy's name is Earl.
Is his first name Valentine?
Yes, Valentine McKee.
Valentine McKee, Earl Bass, Rhonda LeBeck, and Burt Gummer are the top 4 billed on this movie. It is directed by Ron Underwood and written by S.S. Wilson and 4 others, but I only took a screenshot of that, so I cannot click to see who the 4 others are.
No, I'm kind of surprised that Reba McEntire isn't like one of the top billed people. I mean, in 90s, she was way cooler than she is now.
It took me a second to realize, first of all, that was Reba McEntire, but also, was this like her first movie? Because I don't think she really was that like an established actress by that point. I thought her first movie, honestly, was The Little Rascals in the 90s, but clearly this was before
Yes. Tremors 1990 was the first movie she was in. Little Rascals was 94.
Oh,
Like
okay.
how I'm thinking like she was a kid and little, like she was one of the
No,
Little
remember
Rascals?
the-
How was that before that?
Did you see The Little Rascals when you were a kid, that movie?
Yeah, the one with the guy with the
Yeah, Alfalfa.
yeah.
The woman who was the race car driver at the end with the red hair And like the country accent, that's Reba McEntire. She's also a singer. She also stars in the show called Reba.
I just remember, I got a pickle. I got a pickle.
I got a pickle. Hey, 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 hey. Matt, have you never seen that movie?
No.
He doesn't have a pickle.
I love pickles, but I've never seen that movie.
He's got a gherkin.
Ooh.
Oh.
Little gherkin, little baby.
Oh.
This is completely off topic, and I'm totally going to leave this in here. But I had this thought on my drive home before we did this.
About pickles?
No.
Oh.
Matt, have you ever seen the movie Titanic?
Yeah, I saw it in the movie theater. Tried to impress a girl. I had to sit on the floor. The theater was so full.
What?
That's
That's...
dedication. Did you get in her pants?
No!
What were you doing on the floor?
Sitting for a fucking 3.5 hour movie.
Okay, first of all, it's only 3. No, I was trying to figure out a way to make it so you had to watch Titanic 2, and I was trying to work it in my brain. I was like, wait, has he even ever
Titanic 2 is real? Did we talk about this?
Yes, Titanic 2 is a real movie.
Does the ship come back? Like what?
No, it's kind of like what's happening in the real world.
They're making a new
A
ship?
billionaire or a millionaire is reconstructing the Titanic, and they take it on a maiden voyage, and basically the same shit happens again.
Iceberg.
It's amazing.
Iceberg comes back for revenge.
Titanic 2, Iceberg's Revenge. No, I mean, the Iceberg won in the first one.
Yeah, it did.
Does Jack get the...
Guess what the fucking tagline is for Titanic 2 on the box?
What is it?
She drank...
100 years later, lightning strikes twice.
Oh, boy.
I want to figure. I think I'm just gonna do a mini
Is there a
series.
necklace?
I'm gonna do a mini series just on Iceberg, so we have to watch Titanic and Titanic 2.
What? No, we're not watching Titanic. That is A, too long, and B, not even remotely a horror movie.
That'd be a good April Fool's one.
It depends on who you ask.
That's true.
That could terrify someone.
I would be... I'm terrified of the ocean and being left at sea.
Daniel, you're always trying to get me on a fucking cruise. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I'd be on that door too, by the way.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. What do you mean you're afraid? This is like a newfound thing. What are you talking about? You're afraid. You
Like, if the
always are like, we
ship
should go on a
If
cruise.
the ship went down and we're literally in the middle of the ocean, I would probably kill myself.
It just got so dark. We're supposed to be talking about a movie that has no water in it whatsoever, except in one scene.
Do you know how horrifying that is?
Yeah, Daniel. I've
Well,
seen the movie multiple times.
You'll either die of starvation, something will eat you, you'll die from the weather. Like, it's just horrible.
Getting eaten is really
You'll
a
get
stretch.
sunburn. Like,
Getting
the
eaten is a
worst-
stretch.
You'll get the worst sunburn ever, and then it's going to hurt more because of all the salt water.
If we're in the middle of the
So
North...
painful.
Listen, I have done my research on the Titanic. You know I'm obsessed. The water is so cold. Sharks don't go
Well,
in
you weren't
cold
talking
water.
about that. You were talking about a cruise.
Yeah.
Like, most cruises are somewhere sunny.
Talk to me about Tremors.
So, 2 gentlemen, they're in, let's see where they are. They're in Perfection, Nevada. And they're, repairmen?
I don't know, but you need to talk into your mic.
Fuck.
Don't look at me. You don't need to look at me.
Hey, man.
Hi.
He's not looking at us. He barely looks at us. He's probably looking at porn right now.
Ooh.
No, I was reading the Packer job posting.
He's thinking about it.
No, you have to be there at 6 a.m. Fucking, it's not even supposed to finish snowing till 9 a.m., which means I'd have to drive through a snowstorm to get there.
You gotta do it twice.
Fuck
Go
that.
Pack.
Shut up. I mean, which one of our local sports teams is actually playing this weekend?
No, I don't even care what you said because that was really funny. Go Pack.
Nice cheese.
My knee.
What the fuck?
Do you remember when Aaron Rodgers really fucking hurt his knee? Like, I don't know if it was the last season or the season before.
Last season.
But he got juiced up with painkillers, and he had to do an interview after the game. And they were like, "Aaron, do you know what was wrong as soon as you hit the ground?" He's like, "Yeah, my knee," and his eyes were just like fucking saucers. That's when I became a Pack fan.
That was really easy to find
Go
it.
Pack. All right, go ahead, Daniel. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're done interrupted?
Yeah, this is gonna be the best episode ever.
Yeah, because the synopsis for this movie is 2 sentences.
It's fine.
What is that?
I was trying to listen to the video of him. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I knew once I got back on the field, the adrenaline started going, I'd be able to hang in there. What was the injury? My knee.
My knee. It was so good.
It's like it's just mumbling all the way up to that point. Whew.
Yeah.
That's what they do in that blue tent. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Shock 'em.
get back out there.
Go ahead. Tell us about Tremors.
So we got two lovely repairmen that are in Perfection, Nevada.
Perfection Valley.
Yeah, but they're in Nevada, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's called Perfection Valley. I'm just talking with you. I'm sorry.
So they start out there. They're out there repairing a fence. Is it electric fence or just a barbed wire fence?
Barbed wire
They're
fence.
repairing a lot of
A
shit.
bunch of stuff. And
Yeah.
They got like a little job list to do, and they're arguing about where they're going next, what they're gonna do, and what.
Look at his hair.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't wash it
Yeah,
today.
it's okay.
he has a nice little Clark Kent curl.
He does.
Very easily do that.
Just flying. And then Matt rips open his shirt.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be a fucking treat?
I like this shirt.
Look at that. Like, literally.
It's perfect.
He's right out of the fucking comic.
Perfect curl.
You know you gotta be a tool bag now and get like a tiny little Superman tattoo.
Nope. I'm not even gonna hide it somewhere because that's not funny.
What if it was Homer Simpson wearing a Superman cape?
I can't do it. It would have to be Homer as Pie Man then.
I'm pretty sure he'd more have Spider Pig or something.
Spider Pig, Harry Plopper,
Don't they have Mary Poppins? Is that what you're talking about?
Sherry Bobbins.
Where she like just flies into like the wrong shit.
Yeah, she flies into a power line. When she's done,
Wait, is this is The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Like she's just like she's always flying into the wrong thing.
Yeah, it's like in the first, I want to say it's in like season 2 or 3. That's where the Do a Half-Ass Job song is in that episode.
Oh, now I remember. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, because Marge is losing her hair, so she has to go on vacation, and then Sherry Bobbins shows up, and then they stress Sherry Bobbins out, so then she fucking freaks out and leaves, and then flies right into the power lines and dies.
I used to say a line to Daniel all the time that used to crack him up. It was the last Halloween episode that I saw is when they Harry Potter was still popular and Bart configured someone into a toad and he just keeps vomiting all over himself and he's just like, please kill me. And
Kill me!
Yeah. It was like cracking him up.
Speaking.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Tremors. Sorry, Dan. Sorry.
So we've established that they are fixing a barbed wire fence.
Yep.
We are approximately 45 seconds into the movie at this point.
We have an hour and 34 minutes to go.
So they jump back in the truck and they're talking about what they got to do today. And they're arguing about which order of whatever the job is to get more money. So they're heading back and they see a scientist off to the side of the road and they go to talk to them. And what's her name?
Rhonda.
They meet
Big
Rhonda
Rhonda
for the first time. And Val is dreaming that it's the girl of his dreams. And when they get up, it's not. She's got sunblock on her nose.
He has this cookie cutter thing in his brain where she needs to be blonde and stacked and this, and Rhonda is the complete opposite of that. She's sporty with short curly brown hair, and she has a bunch of sunscreen on her nose. A little bit dorky, but adorable, and way better for she deserves better.
And what's her profession called? They're
She-
arguing about it. They're like, you're something.
Well, she's a seismologist because they say geographer and then geologist, but that's both wrong. She studies earthquakes,
Yep.
tremors in the ground.
With her seismograph.
Womp, 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 womp.
Did you hear that tremor? No, that wasn't. Not even a chuckle.
What the fuck is happening over there?
I don't know. He just got real hostile within 3 seconds. Just continue.
Oh.
Basically, these two guys, Val and Earl, want to leave the valley. They want to actually go someplace and make
Not
money.
yet.
But no, I mean, that's kind of the kind of conversation back and forth.
They're thinking about we should just leave town and go find some place and make some more money.
actually have a plan instead of just being like these guys that do odd jobs.
Yeah. So as they're going around doing a bunch more odd jobs for the town, people start going missing, and they find a guy in a telephone pole.
Yeah.
And they go up, and they're just screaming at him. It's town drunk, pretty much.
Yeah, and he works with the electrical, the power lines and stuff, so it wouldn't be odd for him to be up there. But they think he's passed out drunk and just falling asleep, holding on to the power, like the metal, frame or whatever. And he is not asleep.
Yep.
He's dead.
Val climbs up and finds out he's dead.
Of dehydration.
And they bring him down.
Mm-hmm. Poor guy.
And they talk about he's been up there for a couple days now.
Yeah, because he's like a prune. He dehydrated. I mean, it's hot in Nevada.
It's very true.
It's a dry heat, I hear. I've never been. Matthew, have you ever been?
Multiple times.
Look at you.
To Nevada.
Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
I have aunt and uncle live in Henderson, which is a suburb.
Okay.
Like, it's on the south side of the strip.
Oh, fun.
And I've been there like 4 times for work.
Oh, fun.
It's really not that cool of a place unless you have a lot of money.
Yeah, no, I have no interest. I've never, like, I would like to drive through it to see the strip just to say that I saw it, but
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
gamble. And yeah, what's the point of me being there?
To see all the landmarks, like the fake. Don't they have like a Statue of Liberty and a Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, I mean, that's the strip. That's what I would
All that
want
stuff.
to see if I drove through it. So,
I don't know. Never been there.
continue.
So they're going back into town and they see some road workers.
Mhm.
They're out there fixing the road, and while all that stuff's going on, the seismograph, what's her name again?
Rhonda.
Is out there, and her seismograph starts going off crazy.
Yeah, she thinks it's broken.
And she thinks it's broken, so she starts packing up to go back into town. And at the same time, the road workers get attacked by the first like what, monster?
Giant worm.
Yeah, it looks like a giant worm, but a small one at this time.
What the hell is the name of the monster in Star Wars? Sarlacc.
Jabba the Hutt?
No, get the fuck out of here with
Did you
Jabba
actually
the
know
Hutt.
it?
Yeah, Sarlacc.
Sarlacc.
Sarlacc pit.
Holy shit.
I love me some Star Wars.
I was trying to help you.
Well, I get defensive.
Yeah, you fucking...
Sometimes I don't know if you're actually trying to help me or hurt me. This is a very toxic relationship.
No, I was trying to think of big worm things in Star Wars, and I thought of Jabba the Hutt. I didn't think you were thinking about the big hole in the ground, which even then I wouldn't have a fucking name for.
Do you know the exact movie?
Return of the Jedi.
Whoa.
But, if we're going to be technical, the 1970s... it's not it. It's 1980... Oh, fuck.
The 1980 oh fuck.
That movie. Well, it's Return of the Jedi. The original did not have like a monster. It just kind of had like a pit with spikes and like wormy arms coming out of it.
Wait.
But then they digitally added the beak.
Is there evidence of that?
Yeah.
I gotta watch that.
Well,
before.
you'll be hard pressed to find anyone that has the originals.
Oh.
They would have to have like had them on VHS or something.
Bummer.
It's very rare.
That'd be a
And they'll
collector's
never
item.
release it, I found out. They don't want to ever release the original movies, which is a bummer.
Because I'd like to see that.
Same, I mean, whatever.
But back to Tremors.
Sarlaccs, yeah.
So, is that what?
No, they're the Tremor monsters, yeah.
Snorlax.
Like the Pokemon?
I don't know. That's what I thought you said.
No, Sarlacc and Snorlax are very two different creatures.
Snackalack.
Jesus Christ. Damn, just get through this movie.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Where are we at? We're at
So basically,
So
a lot of people start dying and going missing. Animals are being mutilated and like half eaten. Like this guy's whole I think it's his like herd of sheep, and he disappears. Earl and Val come across his farm and see all the baggered animals and like the screams of the half dying ones, and they see the farmer's hat sitting on the ground, and they lift it up, and his head is just sticking out of the sand because where they're at is literally filled with sand. It's just, that's all it is. It's dirt and sand. And they have no idea what's going on. They think it's a serial killer. So they go back into town to tell everybody, like, hey, guys, like, something crazy is going on. Like, what the hell is going on?
and that's when they see the road workers.
Yes,
Just
and
the mining, like, oh, not his hard hat. They see his hard hat on the road, and that's when a monster starts to attack them. And
yeah, but they don't
start
realize
running
it yet because it wraps its like wormy arm
around
on
the truck.
Yeah, and he like rips through it, and they get to the town.
And they're
but
like, "What the heck is that under the truck?"
Yeah, it looks like they think it's a giant snake.
And then they sell it to the shopkeeper for $15.
Yes.
Yep. And then he's selling pictures to people for $3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you have like the shop owner at like Chang's Market. You have, Earl and Val. You have like a mother and daughter. You have a man and his wife who are like these, like, it seems like doomsday preppers before that was a real thing.
They got all the guns and everything.
Yeah, and like the fallout shelter. And then you have like this teenage kid who's kind of just hanging around the town, like those are your main characters, and obviously Rhonda, but she has not come up too much yet.
They go back to Rhonda.
They do
her.
eventually, but like in the town, they kind of.
They think like a murderer or somebody's on the loose.
But then they see that snake, and they think something more is afoot.
So then they head back over to Rhonda to pick her up.
Yep.
And that's when they start to get attacked.
Yep.
And she's there, and then they start running through the desert, and eventually the first one dies because it falls into more like, a sewer pit? And it hits the concrete and dies?
I think that's the very last one, isn't it?
No, that's one of the first ones.
Yeah, it's one of the first ones. Because that's the first time they kill it, and then they realize that there are more.
Oh, yeah.
They jump into the pit, and then it hits the wall, and then
my bad.
Only one of the small heads of like the worm comes out.
Yeah, my bad. You're right. Yes.
And then more eventually come out, and then they kill it again.
Yeah, my mind went to them getting stuck on the rocks.
Because he goes back and he gets the shovel and he starts digging up, and he's like, "Look how big it is! Holy crap!"
Yep, 100% right. I was wrong. Why do they smell so bad? Do they ever touch on that? They always talk about how much they stink, which, fair.
I think so. It's a worm, big one. Worms smell. When I come back from fishing, you're like, you smell.
Well, yeah, because that's just
worm guts.
No, I mean, I dissected worms in high school. They didn't stink that bad.
How do you dissect a worm? So small.
You slice it, and then you put pins, and then there isn't much. There's like something that looks kind of like a little ribby cage, and then that's it, really. I remember these things because I was the only one in my fucking group that would do it. Did a frog, a crayfish, and a worm. If you did Bio 2, you got to do a fetal pig and a cat.
Ew.
I did not do that.
Oh, I did not do that either.
The pigs were gross. I saw the buckets of them in formaldehyde.
Do people still do that? Do they still do that in high school?
Dissections?
Yeah.
I'm sure they do.
I wonder.
Yeah, it was weird. Anyway, so they wind up getting attacked again, correct? And
yes.
They wind up on rocks.
And they end up on rocks, and they start pole vaulting. And at this time, I think Val starts to, fall for Rhonda.
Yeah, can we just point out that I would be dead if I was forced to pole vault?
You wouldn't be your idea?
No, I would be dead because I would be stuck on the rock. I would not be able to pole vault.
Just push me. Run.
No, I'd be like, can I just like hold onto your back while you pole vault me somewhere?
Probably accurate.
I just don't foresee me ever doing that well.
Yep. So they finally get back to the truck, and they head back to town. They tell everybody what's going on, and then they realize that they're kind of surrounded by these monster worms.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon's character, Val, figures out that they're kind of like hitting certain points and pushing everybody into like the center of the valley so they can't really go anywhere, and they're like surrounding them. There's 4 of them, I believe. 4?
3.
3. Yeah, and they're all like coming towards them.
Mm-hmm. And then the kid with the basketball, they throw the ball. He goes missing for a little bit, and then they realize he gets stuck in like a shed.
Mm-hmm.
And they all decide like we have to hide on the roof so they don't hear us making noise.
Yeah, because the scientist girl figures out that they have no eyes. They have, it doesn't look like real like feelers, but they're sensing the vibrations from the ground above, so they can kind of figure out where their prey is.
Yep.
But not exactly. Like they have these like feelers that come out, these like snakes out of their mouths and stuff like that to kind of locate them better. But
so while they're on the roof, what's it? The 2 other people come back, the people with the guns.
Yeah, because they were sent on like
preppers.
Yeah, they were like sent on like recon of some sort. But
they thought there was a mass murderer, so they were looking for that, and they came back, and then the one girl pulls out her binoculars and is like,
her what?
No, what?
Her binoculars?
That's what I said. So then she's like, why are they all on the roof? That's odd. And then they start getting attacked, and we find out that they have this huge wall of guns.
Yeah, they make their way back to their bunker.
They're unloading the crap out of the one worm, and then he pulls out this elephant gun.
My favorite was when Reba McEntire took out like 2 Glocks, and she was just like, pew, 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 at this fucking thing. That was awesome. Yeah. She was unloading. I was cracking up during that part.
And then they're on the roof, and I don't get where they got that much pipe from. The guy's like cutting off pipes. I'm like, how many bathrooms do you have in this?
Damn, don't even worry about it. I'm sure he had a bathroom in his bunker, a bathroom in his house. So
yeah, but he had like 50 feet of pipe. And
damn, it's a movie about giant worms under the sand eating people.
And then I'm like, where'd you get the caps from?
Damn, he was a doomsday prepper. He probably prepped for having to.
Here's my bomb making material. In case we got to blow ourselves out of the bunker.
Exactly. Is that exactly how he did it?
What?
we're going to blow ourselves out of bunker.
That's what I would think he was like. Yeah, they all have this fake accent. Like, I feel like people in Nevada do not sound like this at all.
They might. I don't know actually anybody from Nevada.
So, if you do, talk to us so we can find out.
I'm gonna specifically talk to Dan because he's more curious about the affliction of your voice.
We just like accents, that's all.
You could literally just Google this.
I could do that.
Whatchamacallit? Yeah, they're all on the roofs at this point. Rhonda is at a water tower, and the creatures begin to outsmart them.
Dun, dun, dun.
They're like, fuck this foundation.
Let's go after Rhonda.
Yeah.
No, they don't go after Rhonda.
Yeah, they do.
Not
They
yet.
think Kevin Bacon's just like, I'm going to save you.
Yeah, well, there always has to be that, like, damsel in distress bullshit.
Yep. The women.
Yeah, I did notice that one brief, like, moment where they're like, he's like, take your pants off. I'm like, all right.
Now's not the time, Kevin.
And she's running.
Yeah, her
Get,
and her
like
big ass.
the half butt shot.
Oh my god, her big ass underwear. That is like a sure show of the times.
It was the 90s.
Those are.
But she eventually
You can
saves,
fucking sail with those things.
She eventually saves him too. So he would be, well, what's it when it's a guy in distress?
I don't know, Daniel. They probably never came up with it because fuck, you know, that.
Well, we'll figure this one out.
Our researcher's gonna look it up.
What's the opposite of a damsel? The antonyms for damsel: slut, man, and dude.
Wow.
Thank you, internet.
Oh, so okay. A damsel implies a young lady of noble birth or a maiden. The word comes from, it's French.
Oh, please do it.
I don't know. A demoiselle.
What?
Demoiselle. Demoiselle.
Demoiselle.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know French. But there's a male version. But I don't know. Demoiselle. Damsel. I don't know. I barely speak English.
Can you spell it?
Damoiseau.
Can you use it in a sentence?
No.
Look at this damsel.
Yeah.
I knew there was a synonym out there for that.
Well, no, I'm sure that there is, but the phrase is always, "Oh, it's a damsel in distress." Oh.
So now if it's a guy, just be like, it's a demoiselle.
In distress. It's supposed to be French, but it sounds like you're trying to be Spanish. You sound.
I don't fucking know what I'm
You
doing.
sound like Antonio Banderas. Demoiselle.
My name is Antonio.
My name is Puss in Boots. I'm a demoiselle.
Jesus.
He is Puss in Boots.
He is Puss in Boots.
That's like his last movie he's done, right?
I have no idea what Antonio
what is he
Banderas is up to. Matt?
Oh, I didn't know you really wanted that answer.
Well, he might as well because we're pretty much done the movie almost.
Yeah, we're getting there.
It's a very easy movie to kind of just like talk through.
I
It's
didn't do notes this time.
ladies and gentlemen, you heard that here first.
So, what do you want to know?
What is he doing? And is he still
Stretching.
married to...
Oh.
Not you. Nobody cares that you're stretching.
So, he's in Doolittle.
Okay, and what, as a voice, I'm assuming, is he still married to Melanie Griffith?
Doolittle's live action.
Yeah, I know, but I'm assuming he's a voice of an animal.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. King Rasul.
Yeah, he's definitely the fucking tiger.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's also in the New Mutants.
Oh, okay.
Teenage Mutants Ninja Turtles?
No, there's a movie called The New Mutants coming out. That's
X-Men? Like an X-Men movie?
I think so. I don't really know anything about it. All I know is that Maisie Williams, who played Arya Stark, Matt, you don't know this, is in it. She plays a mutant. That's all I know about it, and that it was filmed like 2 years ago.
And Mr. Banderas and Melanie Griffith got divorced in 2015.
Oh, that's sad. She is a crazy bitch.
Maybe that's
have
why
you
they
ever
got divorced.
Have you ever seen the photos of her when she was a kid that she had pet lions?
That's not normal.
No, that's not normal at all.
She had to get reconstructive surgery on her face because one of them fucking clogged her face.
Damn.
But there's a picture of her playing with them in a pool at her house.
Mike Tyson had pet lions. Or tigers.
Damn, I'm pretty
Whatever.
sure that was all for show. She legit had pet lions.
Oh, yeah, we do.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
Huh.
So anyway, these Tremors.
Yep, so at this point, they're fighting off the worms one by one. they're shooting them. They finally get those bombs. They find out that they can throw them at them and then blow them up.
Scares them, too.
And they all kind of jump in the truck and head for the high ground, to the mountain.
Don't try it, Anakin. I have the high ground. I hate you. Sorry. I'm on a Star Wars kick. I love it. Yeah, so the one died from in the very beginning of the movie. The next one died from getting shot up. So then there's 2 left. The one they tricked into, they were fly fishing with some pipe bombs.
Yeah, they all get stuck on the rock, and they still have like 1,000 meters or something to go. So they come up with like you said, the fishing technique. And first, Earl does his lasso.
10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
No, he does the lasso first.
I'm talking about Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, yeah, he does that. But he doesn't do the lasso. So they kill the one with the lasso technique, and the other one does the underhand throw. And
very fancy. Well, no, the underhand throw
he underhand throws, and then the worm throws it back.
Oh, yeah. Smart-ass worm. So then Kevin Bacon, Rhonda, and Fred Ward decide to make a run for it at some point. And Kevin Bacon, who's kind of like, he's not dumb by any stretch of the imagination. He's very smart in some ways, but he is kind of like, I don't want to say the idiot, but he comes up with the plan to run to the edge of a cliff. Kevin Bacon throws the pipe bomb to scare, because the noise and the tremor from the explosion scares the giant worms. So he throws it a little bit behind said worm that's charging the 3 of them, and they all jump to the side, and the worm crashes out from the cliff and lands and splat, right on the bottom.
He broke out, just went splat.
But that's what he did. And then, everybody's all happy. Valentine and Earl are actually going to leave the town now, and Kevin Bacon works up the courage to kiss Rhonda. The end.
The lovely, passionate kiss.
Credits.
Done.
End of movie.
Finn.
Very nice. Now that we have completed the short synopsis of this movie, we're going into questions of the damned. So what's interesting about this session, and I don't know if you guys remember, but Matt is undefeated this season thus far. It is 3-0.
Yeah, I'm sucking it up here.
So I hope you have your game face on, Daniel.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm going to give you the first question.
Hit me.
True or false? This was Reba McEntire's second feature film.
True. Wait. Oh, no.
We talked about this.
I was hoping he wouldn't remember, because he typically doesn't.
No, I just thought because...
It's okay. Well, let's move on. It's okay. All right, Matthew. True or false? Kevin Bacon knew this film was going to be a hit from the get-go.
False. Okay.
He hated that he was in this movie at first. He cried to his agent apparently about it, but it worked out for him in the long run.
But why? He could have said, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, he was probably a struggling actor in the 90s, because Footloose was all he had on his fucking docket.
Fair enough.
All right, Daniel. How long did it take set designers to build the town? 2 months, 4 months, or 6 months?
2 months.
All right, see, you're coming back.
I did it.
All right, Matthew. What shape is Kevin Bacon's belt buckle? A star, a heart, or a triangle?
Triangle. Fuck.
Daniel, do you want to steal?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay.
Star.
It was a heart.
I knew it was either triangle or heart.
It was a heart. It's all right. You guys are still...
Say my question again.
Yeah, no, it's your question again. You guys are 1-1, so calm down. What is the total human body count in this film? 6 people, 10 people, or 12 people?
10.
Oh my God, Daniel. You won your first round of Questions of the Damned this season.
That was it? That's all the questions?
That was 5.
Are you cheating?
No, that was 5 questions. You guys were just really quick at them.
Hmm.
And I feel like you were so tense about it that you just kind of were just like, game face, no banter. Game face, no banter.
I was just trying to think. I should have got the first question right because you told me the answer like in the beginning.
Yeah, but that...
And then my stupid mind was like, oh yeah, she's a little kid, but I was wrong on that. And I was like, obviously it's her second movie because she was like 6 in The Little Rascals. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Reba McEntire is a full fucking grown woman. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Reba McEntire was 50 years old in Little Rascals.
I'm thinking, yeah, but in my mind, I'm like, oh, wasn't The Little Rascals in black and white? So I'm like, oh, it's definitely a black movie. I should just stop talking.
The little girl... The little girl was the girl from Jurassic Park.
I know, I messed up.
Which is the next movie we're covering.
Oh shit, I haven't seen this in a long time.
I love this movie.
Bum, bum. It's my movie. I'm excited.
I know.
All right, but before before John Williams sues us. Wait, that's John Williams, right?
Is it?
Matt?
Is it
Move those little fingers.
Is it trademark? That noise is...
Everything's trademarked. Breathing is trademarked.
Yeah.
Music by John Williams.
Fuck yeah. I know my shit.
Broke into the wrong goddamn rec room, didn't you, you bastard? We killed it. You got that? We killed that mother humper. Come back.
Roger that, Bert, and congratulations. Be advised, however, there are 2 more mother humpers.
The last segment of the show. Did we enjoy watching this movie? Well, are we happy that we watched this movie, and will we watch it again? I had never seen this movie, going into it completely blind. I just knew it was about fucking worms. I'd only seen the cover. I loved this movie, and I'm very happy that I saw it and would 100% watch it again. What about you, Dan?
Well, you're going to watch it by yourself, because I did not like this movie. The whole time, I looked at the cover, and I'm like, there's a huge worm the size of the valley. And then, I was let down by how small the worm was.
It was a pretty big fucking worm.
I thought they should have had one that was like the mega worm that was 10 times bigger than that one.
They evolve in every movie. So, the next one they fly. I don't think I've ever seen 3, but I think they probably get bigger.
But, I don't know. I was just kind of like...
So you're not happy that you watched it?
I wasn't really happy. I wasn't really impressed. And I was just like...
You'll never watch it again?
Nah.
All right, well...
This is probably why I haven't seen it in the first place.
Matthew.
I love this movie. I've seen it probably 30 times. Not saying that's the most ever, but I've seen this movie a lot.
Yeah.
My close friend JR, whom I hate with all my heart, his mom used to sit and watch monster movies in the kitchen, and we used to have band practice at his house in high school. So when I think of Tremors, I think of Pam Balzer, sitting in the kitchen smoking cigarettes and watching on an 18-inch TV.
That's really cute. I like that.
He's got memories.
Yeah, every time a new monster, every time Sci-Fi would put out a new monster, a big monster movie, she would fucking lose her mind and watch them. It was the greatest thing. And I think that's part of the reason that we watched so many horror movies in high school, was because we would sit in JR's kitchen and watch them with his mom.
Yeah, you want to change your fucking answer now, Daniel?
Now I feel horrible.
This movie means a lot to me, and you took a straight up dookie all over it.
Next time Matt's going to go first when he describes his
Yeah. It's usually filled with nothing but hate.
Well, I mean, given what we have coming up, there's by time while I bring up the
lots of good
the list and figure out, what'd you say?
It's a lot of good uns.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I wanted to double check everything before I open my mouth, but, well, except the Meg.
Oh, that's horrible. I've already seen
Meg?
that. The Meg sucks.
I want to give it a good watch. I think we were kind of interrupted the last time.
No, we weren't. We just didn't like it. But yeah, no, we have a bunch of good movies coming up, and next time we will be talking about the amazing Jurassic Park, the first one, the best one. I'm excited. I'm taking the reins on that one. This movie is probably one of my all-time favorite movies of life. I can't even.
I'm expecting many quotes next episode.
That's one big pile of shit. I love all those movies, despite the fact that, the newer ones are kind of stupid. But I will watch them hardcore.
Yeah, I'll watch them too.
I am excited that the Holy Trinity will be back for the newest one.
Oh yeah, they're doing another one.
The Holy Trinity?
Yeah, you have Dr. Alan Grant, Dr. Ellie Sattler, and Dr. Malcolm.
Oh, okay. I didn't know exactly who the Holy Trinity was.
I mean, Jeff Goldblum reprised his role in Jurassic World 2.
He was in the last one too.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
He was in the last 2.
He wasn't in the first one.
He was
not in the first one.
I could have swore he was in the last 2.
He was not. He was in the courtroom scenes in the
thing.
next one. We'll get there, but we are talking about Jurassic Park next time on Monster Madness. Thank you so much for listening. We always greatly appreciate it. Like I annoyed you in the beginning, like I normally do now, with all of our plugs. They will be located in the show notes if you don't want to hear them again. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, that's where we all are. Rate and review us. TeePublic for shirts and other merch, blah, 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 blah. Become a Patreon or Himalaya Plus member. Fun times, guys. Lots of bonus content, maybe, if I get my act together. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to us ramble more so than talk about Tremors, but most of us liked it. Yeah. Some of us, it meant a lot. Others, yeah.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Hey, check this out. I found the ass end.
Anything like this before?
Oh, sure, Earl. Everybody knows about him. We just didn't tell you.